Hello everybody and welcome back to HEX Token Channel. So I've got my new iMac, a 24-inch with a studio mic embedded in it. So let's see how good this is, and let me know in the comments how it compares to previous daily vids as well, using the old PC mic. So let's get on to it, folks. Day number 780. Wow, getting up there, 20th of January 2022. And the price is 21.2 cents after the last 24 hours, and that's up 0.7%. So we'll take 2 days in a row. That sounds good to me. Let's have a look at return on investment multiplier from the 5th of January 2020 is up 3,557x, and of course that excludes staking. Let's have a look at the T-share results, 6.008. Another day over 6, beautiful. And the T-share price is now $4,347, just up slightly from yesterday. And the T-share rate is up 12.1 after 3 dot days. It's up to 20,496, almost at 20,500. Wow. Let's look at the average stake length, 6.11 years. Amazing. Annual percentage yield rate, interest and early insight penalties, 38.49%, folks. Another good day in the office. Let's have a look at the liquidity, 132.7 or almost 132.8 million HEX in the pool. And of course, Uni in the USDC has jumped dramatically to 41.2 million US dollars. So definitely some added liquidity there. Very, very cool. And nice to see that move happening. Let's have a look at the liquidity in the pool of 1,582. So very, very cool on the inside. Let's have a look at the value locked, 20.79 billion. Market cap, of course, is 122.5 billion, including Origin accounts. T-share market cap, 45.98 billion. And the T-share is up 9,237. Of course, we've had a lot of down days, in fact, up the last 10 days. So nice increase in T-shares, 10,579. 10,579,000 is there. Now, obviously, this is some HEXOGs and stuff doing some staking, because you couldn't buy that in the market to stake. All right, total supply, 638 billion, up 12.9 million minted HEX, so still relatively low. Really, really good to see that. Circulating supply, 577.6 billion, down 4.8 million. So it's nice to see another down day in circulating supply. The staked supply, 60.3 billion, up 17.7 million. Let's have a look at the staking percentage, 9.45%. Payout to stake is 63.5 million. Of course, this is all deferred inflation, only gets put into circulating supply when the stakes mature. Penalties pretty slow today, 106,000, and yet we got over 6, so it was nice. We just made it very, very cool. The total holders, 412,000. Up 434. Really good results with these triple digits. Nice. And of course, the current stake is 75,994, and that's up 177. Very, very cool. Triple digits too for staking. And total stake is 96,692, up 411. Current holders 277,461, up to 87. And like I say, I think these numbers are going to absolutely go crazy. We'll get into 4-digit numbers, maybe even 5-digit numbers when PulseChain launches. It's going to be super awesome. Very, very cool. Let's jump over to the real price now. Price of HEX is at 21.07 cents. And there it is. So looking a bit different. Hopefully the screen looks a bit different with the 4.5K iMac. That's hopefully the resolution's looking really good too. Let's jump over to the liquidity of T-shares. So current T-share 4,337 at the moment. We can see that the share price the T-share price is consolidating. Looks like it's going to have a big move up soon. And of course, it looks like the HEX is consolidating too. If you look at this range here, nice. And of course, the other factor pushing T-shares is the share rate up and to the right. Look at that curvature, really starting to curve up there. Can you see that? That's really exciting. Big steps, nice. And of course, here we are on adoption is going up, curving up too. And we're just even pre-PulseChain. I mean, it's just insane. Can you guys see it? Can you see the picture? I think it's becoming more and more self-evident there. And of course, the payouts have been fantastic for HEX holders. And get those T-shares. You also get a copy on the PulseChain. All right, let's have a look here at the supply side. The global stakes coming out, 15-year view. We're going to zoom in on this first 6 months here. Let's go and do that. And of course, let's have a look here. Look at this. Yeah, so we've got these 3 stakes that were there's 3 big stakes here in January and in this February one, which were all made at the end of last year, just restaked. And this is the front roll. This is starting to break up on a daily basis. The big giant candles that we saw last year don't appear to be around as much, and it's just slowly starting to break up. Obviously, there's still HEX OGs with some big rolling liquid and states, so still around, but it's actually those are slowly getting sold out. Very, very cool. We got this big one, 1 billion, on the 5th of May, and that's about it at the moment. Let's jump over the HEX Whalebot, see what's happened in the last 24 hours. This sort of helps to see what happened with the price chart for HEX. We had in staking $354,000 staked for 10 years, or just over 10. Was it 3,400? So that's about 12 years or something like that. 242 shares, T-shares, another $4.3 million staked for 4,208 days. That was up. They got 2,877 T-shares, pretty nice, eh? And of course, this 15 million HEX just matured after 60 days. These are these short-term rolling OG ones we're talking about. And that was it for that. So let's jump over to PulseChain. Obviously, we're waiting for PulseChain, the biggest airdrop, biggest airdrop and biggest yield farming in crypto history. The fastest way to get to mass adoption as well, and super fast, super cheap chain. So awesome. The chain itself is ticking along very nicely. Most of the time we check in, it's doing 3-second blocks, and it's over 500,000 transactions now. Very, very nice to see that. You can see 2 transactions in that block there. There's a few 0 ones here, but very, very nice indeed. Let's jump over to PulseX. Man, oh man, let's refresh this and get the latest and greatest of the numbers. So $941.5 million on the ETH chain alone, looking super duper good. And we've got 23 hours and 35 minutes to go into a 5% increase again. The current rate now is 10,000 points per $1.80. I still think this is still relatively low. If you think there's big X's coming for this chain, you can see we're still relatively low on the sacrifice level there as well. So still expecting to see some good sacrifices at this level. Very, very nice. And of course, let's jump over to PulseX.info. If you want to do some sacrifices, just follow the instructions here. You'll be perfectly fine. And of course, let's have a look at the Pulse leads. We're going to refresh this too and get the latest and greatest. This now includes Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain, which is very, very exciting. So we're at 985,500,000. And of course, this doesn't include other non-ETH and non-BSC chains like Bitcoin. And of course, we're over well over 1 billion now for at least 3 days. So moving on higher. Very, very cool. The estimated total sacrifice points with volume bonus, very cool, 16.9 billion. But this, of course, excludes the original wallet, which we expect to come in. Maybe this will, and they'll probably take up maybe 85-90% of the volume to get controlling supply, as they typically do in PulseChain and, of course, HEX. So very, very cool to see the number. A lot of people ask about this number. So 16.9 trillion there. So we still could end up with a lot more, maybe 200 trillion. Who knows? We'll see. All right, so let's have a look at the showdown. The breakdown, 550 million, almost 551 million in HEX. That's 2,150 million HEX, which is amazing. It's off on the Ethereum chain and off on PulseChain. That's beautiful, making HEX more rare. Very, very cool. Let's have a look at the total number of wallets. 115,990 million. That's really jumped up. So that's really cool. And of course, the top wallets, we've still got the top 7 over 10 million, looking very, very cool. Let's have a quickly look at the end of day results for the day 23. We can see that the end of day results there, sacrifice per day, is 3.5 million compared to the previous day, 6.4. So definitely lowering, but of course, if HEX price rises, it could really start to move up. As we see, HEX is 56% of sacrifices so far on the BSC and ETH chain. So very, very cool. All right, hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's quickly check Richard. I think he's got one really cool post that we see. We are days away from landing the dream space for the highest of stakes film documentary about HEX and Richard Hart, sets and post-production. Any donations before the end of the month help with the studio build, and each donation over 1,000 US sponsors another BTS video. Info at highestofstakes.com. So if you want to help contribute to that, just go to the highestofstakes.com and help out. But there's some of the cool images of some of the final production stuff they're going to be doing. So for that, so nice. All right, hope you guys enjoyed that. Feel free to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, of course, and catch me for PulseX live show in about 2.5 hours time. Look forward to it. Take care now. Bye for now.